20. Alrighty, a quiet, dry start if you are heading out the door right now. Temps are generally between 45 and 50, a lot milder than yesterday morning. We're dry through lunchtime. Rain develops mid to late afternoon, continuing into the evening. High temperatures near 60 in the east, mid 50s to the west. And just to put today's numbers in perspective, we're actually a little above average for a change on the high side, above average on the low side. So kind of a mild day ahead, Kim.
All right, well, we are happy to not have that rain for our morning commute this morning. We're looking at I-75 right at Mack Avenue. Very quiet out here this morning, and dry roads to start off the day. No accidents to warn you about at this time.
All right, Kim, thank you. Well, you are not going to believe who is behind the wheel of this police chase. This one involves a 10-year-old boy.
This one happened outside of Cleveland, figures. The boy stole his mom's car and took off, at times going 100 miles an hour. He eventually went off the highway, and that's where police were able to bump the car and stop him. The chase lasted 50 miles. 50 miles. 50
miles, and it's sometimes on the outside of the guardrails in the grassy area, crossing over the median of that freeway into oncoming traffic. Remarkably, nobody was hurt. But what's even more disturbing about this is that police say that this is the second time this month that this boy has took off in his parents' car.
Now, my son is 5.
Can you imagine in 5 years and doing something like that?
I would thump him so hard.
Yeah.
Like, for real? Twice?
Yeah, hide those keys.
You're grounded for life.
Yeah. 5:25 is your time, everybody, and new in our next half hour. Stories from across Metro Detroit, including West Bloomfield and Canton.
And going too far, a Halloween display featuring President Trump sparking a lot of controversy. We're going to show it to you and let you decide.
Also ahead, problem with the repair. Many in Oakland County will be without the ability to use water throughout the weekend. Still under that boil water advisory. We'll tell you more when we come back.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 5:30 starts now.
No trial for Tiger Woods. The golfing great expected to plead guilty in court today.
Plus, water emergency alert. The caution customers need to take after the water is back on.
We're off to a dry start across Metro Detroit, but we could be in for a wet finish. The rain this week continues as we head into the weekend.
How many days this week did we have rain?
I think it's shaping up to be every day. Did it rain yesterday? Maybe not yesterday.
I think maybe
That's about it.
A sprinkle. I don't remember.
Nonetheless, it is Friday, everybody.
Yeah.
So happy Friday, and thank you for waking up with us.
Hopefully you've got some great Friday plans that might involve staying indoors for a good part of it.
Well, it's not going to be that bad out there. It's just the rain will increase by mid to late afternoon. And by the way, don't forget last week. Remember last week we were in the 60s and 70s with sunshine all week long?
We remember it well.
Okay,
yeah,
we're not
we have pretty short memories around here, don't we? All right, right now, look at this. Yesterday, we were starting off in the 20s to low 30s. Now, 53 right now at Grosse Ile, 52 at Metro, 48 in Livonia, 46 in Dundee, 46 also in Ann Arbor. And further to the north, similar numbers, 46 in Sterling Heights. We have 49 at Holly. Lapeer, you're at 43. And even mid-40s up into the thumb, although we still have 41 over at Emmett. So for the day, we're starting off dry, a little fuzzy sunshine early, but the clouds quickly thickening up today. Mid to late afternoon, we have the rain moving in from west to east. So those of you in the east get it last, and you'll warm up the most, probably around 60. Those in the west will probably be in the 50s. And by the way, not looking good for Friday night football. Dress for rain, and those temps are going to drop into the low to mid 50s, guys. Kim?
Let's take a look at what's going on the road. Sorry.
There you are.
Just hearing about an accident over on southbound I-75 at Crooks. Not an accident, actually. We are hearing that there is hay on the roads. That's why I was just back there figuring that out with my producer. So if you're traveling that way, just be cautious of that. Could be a little tricky on the roadways this morning. All right, well, let's take a look at what else going on. We do want to let you know about some construction over on east and westbound M59 between M53 and Shaner. One lane blocked there until 9 o'clock, and then eastbound M59 just past Bogey Lake. There's going to be one lane blocked there between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. We also want to let you know about some construction over on I-75. I'll tell you about that coming up at 5:44. Back to you.
Hay on the road, that is a new one. I've not heard about that.
Hopefully that's the time of the year.
Hopefully they get it.
I'm just saying.
You're good. It's 5:31, everybody. In more serious news this morning, we're talking about that boil water advisory actually still in effect for several Oakland County communities.
Oh, yes. The hope is to have the all clear by the end of the weekend, but that doesn't quite mean that everything is back to normal for families.
Local 4's Nick Monticelli joining us live now with precautions that customers need to take still.
Yeah, Everett, I was afraid that Rhonda was going to have very choice words for me this morning after saying that things should be back to normal by tonight, because now that is not going to be the case, except for a couple of communities. Take a look at the hole. Here it is. The water main they had to fix is down there. It's now covered in concrete, so that's a very good thing. But as you mentioned, just because the advisory could be lifted on Sunday doesn't mean that families and those of you at home still have a lot of work to do. The good news is there is progress being made along 14 Mile Road. The bad news, it's coming a little later than everyone wanted. Concrete is now poured on top of the water main, but not until a leak had to be repaired, which is why water will not be safe until at least Sunday. The boil water advisory, though, has been lifted in Rochester Hills and Oakland Township, but there are still 9 other communities, roughly 275,000 people still dealing with this. But when the advisory does get lifted, there is still a lot of work to do for you at home, because everything that uses water needs to be cleaned and flushed out. Oakland County leaders say first, flush the lines by running cold water first for at least 5 minutes. Also, take the aerator out of every faucet and clean it. Hot water tanks need to be drained by running all faucets until the water turns cold. This will take on average between 15 and 30 minutes depending on the size of your hot water tank. Also, replace all filters in refrigerators, faucets, pitchers, and more. They're not designed to remove the bacteria that may have existed. Finally, check all of your appliances. For instance, run your dishwasher once on the hottest setting you can. Flush your refrigerator lines by running at least a quart of water. And if you have ice makers, throw away that ice, make 3 new batches, and toss those batches as well. And there are actually more things on that list, like medical devices, humidifiers. The list continues. We've got many more tips, and even those that you may not have caught this morning that just aired on our website at clickondetroit.com. Now, we keep saying the boil water advisory could be lifted on Sunday. We still say could be because that 48-hour testing period window we are in right now, they've got to make sure the bacteria is out of the water and the water is safe to drink. Then they can lift that advisory. We're live here in West Bloomfield. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News Today.
All right, Nick. And again, as Nick said, that entire list of things that you need to do once we do get the all clear is listed on our website at clickondetroit.com. Time now is 5:34, and the Bloomfield man who killed a woman with his high-powered sports car, a Maserati, fought tears as he addressed the victim's family. 43-year-old Gregory Belkin was drunk, super drunk, and speeding in his Maserati when he crashed into Rhonda Williams' Subaru in the Bloomfield Township area back in January along Square Lake Road. He was visibly emotional when asked to speak at his sentencing.
There are words. It's not who I am. I'm so sorry. Your Honor, I'm so sorry. And I hope that one day, when I am allowed out, that I may still be a positive impact to my children and the lives of people around me in my community. I'm very sorry.
Belkin pleaded no contest to murder. He was drunk and talking on the phone while driving more than 134 miles per hour when he crashed. His blood alcohol level 3 times the legal limit. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison.
Canton police now searching for the people behind a midday shooting. On Tuesday, the incident forced an apartment complex to go on lockdown, and school district officials nearby to have to take precautions. Police need your help. They need your help identifying the 3 people that are seen here near the area of the crossings at Canton Apartments where that shooting happened. Harvey Weinstein's sexual assault scandal has taken yet another turn. The media mogul is suing his former company. He filed a lawsuit in Delaware against the Weinstein Company to gain access to personnel and employment records. The company denied his original request, but he says that the files would help him defend against the harassment and sexual assault allegations. Weinstein and his attorney are asking the Delaware court to expedite a hearing to get his demands met. Actress and activist Rose McGowan will be here in Detroit today, recently breaking her silence accusing Harvey Weinstein, the Hollywood mogul, of raping her.
Yes, McGowan will give the opening remarks at the women's conference. This is the convention taking place at Cobo Center today. She will also be joining a panel of sexual assault survivors. The event is McGowan's first public appearance engagement since the erupting Weinstein scandal. The convention is happening today all the way through the weekend through Sunday at Cobo Center.
It is 5:37 on your Friday morning. Ride more, play less. Uber is making some changes to make it easier and less expensive to get around.
Also ahead, President Trump and a crime scene ahead. A Halloween display scaring up controversy.
The all-new...
Welcome back, everybody. An arrest has been made in connection with a double murder on the campus of Grambling State University. Jaylen Wayne is charged with murdering Earl Andrews and Moncarius Caldwell. Authorities say that the shooting came after a dorm room fight, and it spilled out into the courtyard on Wednesday. Classes at Grambling State were held as usual, but there was an increased police and security presence on campus throughout the week.
Golf superstar Tiger Woods expected to plead guilty to reckless driving at a hearing in Palm Beach Gardens. You might remember he was arrested back on May 29th when officers found him unconscious in his parked Mercedes-Benz. Toxicology reports show that he had the active ingredient for marijuana, 2 painkillers, a sleep drug, and an anti-anxiety drug in his system, but no alcohol. He'll be entering a diversion program for intoxicated drivers where he'll spend a year on probation. All right, time now to get to some stories that you might have missed. In Southfield now, crews have started the demolition of Northland Mall.
Yes, and we are talking about the mall that was the first indoor mall ever created in the country. The demolition started with the Target store on Thursday. The mayor of Southfield says the site would be perfect for, say, an Amazon second headquarters. We all wish that would happen.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see.
Yeah.
It's going to take them a while to make this decision, but I hope that they can make it quicker, sooner than later.
Yes, hopefully we can just remain in the top 5 and then continue our push.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Attention Walmart shoppers now, don't be alarmed if you happen to see robots roaming the aisles. The retail giant has been testing these shelf-scanning robots in some of their stores.
They go up and down the aisles looking for out-of-stock items, mislabeled products. Walmart is expanding the test to 50 stores, but it doesn't look like a store in Michigan has made the list just yet.
I don't know how I'd feel if I'd see one of those.
Expired items, too. I mean, I think it's something we could kind of get used to, but it's hard to staff that, you know, have the staff checking on things like that, so I think it's a good idea.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So you might have noticed that Brandon is off. Meteorologist Paul Gross is in for him this morning. Well, that's because Brandon spent the evening yesterday dancing to benefit the Full Circle Foundation.
Yes, he was down on the river making his dance moves known to all. We have video of him showing them off at the Evening Under the Stars event. Take a look. Look at our Brandon. This was an event right down at the Rooster Tail. And I understand he did some moves with the hat, too. Some of his trick moves. The foundation helps individuals with special needs in the Grosse Pointe community. And you can still donate to the cause under Brandon's name to help him increase the donations that he made. You can just check out the link on the Scene on 4 page of clickondetroit.com.
Very nice. He did well.
Congratulations, Brandon.
Yeah.
You know, it took him weeks. He had to, do a lot of dance lessons and get prepared with their routine. So it's definitely a sacrifice of his personal time, and it paid off.
I hope he's not too sore this morning.
Yeah, when you watch the program where they're dancing, you see people get injuries. Brandon, he stayed injury-free, Paul.
Yes, yeah. He and his partner Jamie, they did work hard. I met his partner Jamie, and they put a lot of time into that. So good for you. That's my pal. He did great last night. All right, 52 degrees the temperature at Metro Airport right now. 47 in Howell, 44 in Lapeer, and 50 degrees right now in Monroe. And I got a really interesting storm pin for you. And we're going to play Rorschach again, guys. All right, take a look. What do you see here? What do you see? You see anything? Okay, what do you see? Kim, you're right here. What do you see anything? Okay, how about this? Looks like the OK symbol. Isn't that something? And by the way,
kind of a stretch, but
I know.
okay.
No, I don't know. That's a stretch. It kind of looks like it's okay.
I see it.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah,
Maybe
Kim
if you were
sees it.
having
Yeah,
a
she's just standing
mimosa
right next to me here. She sees it. But hey, by the way, this picture is from Livingston, Texas. So when you go on to Storm Pins, when you have the app and you can download your pictures, not only can you see all of our pictures here, you can see all the Storm Pins from around the country. And there are some cool ones that get posted. All right, you can see, look at big low pressure area here with a lot of snow on the backside and the colder air, and we have a cold front right here on the eastern side of that, but there's no rain down here with it, but we are going to see rain increase through the day. Now, we're dry now. We're dry through lunchtime. Outdoor lunch is good. It'll be mild enough for you, but notice how things just kind of start to proliferate a little bit as we get into the late afternoon. That will continue into the night. Friday night football right now, dress for rain, and this front will take all night to get through the area. Looks like the showers end first thing tomorrow morning, becoming partly cloudy for a while, and then maybe a couple of these lake effect rain showers maybe brush our north zone in the late afternoon, but it's so widely scattered that I would not plan the day around rain at this point. So for today, the clouds will increase. We'll have a high around 60, especially in the east, a little cooler to the west where you get the clouds and the rain first. Light breeze out of the south-southeast, and the rain again after probably about 3 o'clock or so in the area. So as far as Saturday goes, again, partly cloudy. And notice 48s really for highs all the way through the middle of next week. Sunday night football, no problems if you're going to a party and looking real good. Just celebrate with all of us here at Local 4. Now, becoming windy early in the week, looks dry. And for the kids for Halloween, we're going to bring in the Dancing Frankenstein again. There's Frankie. And right now for the kids' prime trick-or-treating time, mid-40s and breezy. So it's going to be cooler than average this year. A few layers under the old costume, Kim, probably would do them well.
Yeah, good idea. All right, thank you, Paul. Well, we've got some news for you. For those of you who are traveling through the Troy area this morning, listen up because this will definitely affect you. Southbound I-75 right at Crooks, there's being reports that there are bales of hay affecting all lanes, covering all lanes. I'm telling you, you can't make this stuff up. It is, you know, hayride season, so I don't know what happened there. We'll definitely bring you more information on this. But in the meantime, what you're going to want to do if you are traveling over on southbound I-75, you're going to want to exit at Square Lake, and then you can take that to Woodward to get around this one. Other than that, though, we don't have any accidents to report at this time, just this little hay incident, so we'll keep you updated on that. But we also have some construction on I-75 affecting the northbound lanes. From 8 Mile to I-696, one lane blocked there, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Also on northbound I-75 right at Square Lake, one lane blocked there starting at 7 a.m. wrapping up at 3 p.m. as well. I'll of course keep a close eye on this situation over on southbound I-75 and bring you an update on that coming up in my next report at 5:54. Back to you.
Don't we only just need a couple of cows? We can clean all that mess right up. Maybe some pigs, some horses.
Cows on I-75.
Do horses eat hay? I don't know. It is fun. They do?
They love it.
They love it. Okay. It is 5:47, everybody. Popular ride-sharing service Uber is adding a new tool to its app. The new feature will allow you to add multiple stops to your ride. So, for example, you can pick up friends along the way to whatever your final destination is. The new feature will also allow riders to split the bill evenly instead of making one person pay for it all.
That's nice, because right now, well, before you had to, if you made a quick stop, I mean, one time I had to go back to my house to like grab lip gloss or something, and I got charged for that.
Man.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm glad they changed that one.
Well, you know that we enjoy Halloween dressing up every single year.
Yes, we do. As a Local 4 team, we try to go all out, and while you still have a few more days to wait to see this year's reveal, we thought, how about a little flashback on this Friday to some costumes gone by? Take a look.
Loompa, loompa, doobity-doo. I've got a future forecast for you. Evrod and Rhonda are breaking the news. Count on Kim to help with your commute. And Jason Carr keeps his bacon in bowls.
Good morning, all planets in the universe. I'm Princess Rhonda, here on Death Star.
And I am your father. I mean, Darth Cassidy.
Rubaka. Nick Monosolo.
There's a serious spaceship backup right on Sky 94.
It's the show no one thought would happen. Aretha Franklin.
What you want, baby, I got it.
Stevie Wonder.
I can't believe what God has done.
Kid Rock. Kim.
Darling, I cherish
Seriously?
you. I confess my gratitude.
Come on, people. Really? Somebody find Rhonda Walker.
It's a vocal competition unlike any other, and it's forever changed the way singers are discovered.
And right now, our superstar coaches are ready to find the next superstar singer.
I know what it feels like to win. I am back, and I plan on winning again. Pick me.
I'm a 5-time Grammy Award-winning singer with a style and a good eye for talent.
Said this is when the gloves come off.
This show is so crazy.
Man. And I have to tell you, those are hard to top.
Yeah.
We really put them all together.
Oh, but I think we topped all of those years in one this year.
Right. It's a good way to put it.
You know what I mean, right?
Yes, I do.
What was your favorite one from the past years? It's kind of hard to pick, though, isn't it?
It is hard to pick, but I will say at least costuming-wise, my CeeLo depiction was.
I'm going to say my favorite one was Detroit Superstars.
Yes.
Will Jones, you know,
No, you with Stevie Wonder. Every time I see that, I crack up. It was just so good. All your mannerisms, like you nailed it.
Our big reveal is next week, of course, on Halloween, October 31st, 6 a.m. Make sure you tune in. We're going to top all of those years that you just saw and put them all into one good show.
Don't miss it.
It is 5:51, everybody, and after the break, the President Trump Halloween display that some neighbors want taken down. Keep it here. I also like
tonight.
All right, let's get you out the door. Dry start, a much milder start than yesterday. We're in the basically upper 40s to low 50s right now. Looks like upper 50s by noon. 60 the high, especially on the east side. Those of you to the west, a little bit cooler. Rain moves in by mid to late afternoon. And here is your weekend snapshot. The rain should end first thing Saturday morning. I think mainly dry the rest of the day, and then dry on Sunday as well, but cool. Upper 40s for highs, Kim.
All right, well, we've got this problem for those of you traveling through Troy this morning. Southbound I-75 right at Crooks. All lanes affected by this. Bales of hay covering the freeway there. So you want to avoid this. We already have delays in that area. Exit at Square Lake and take that to Woodward.
All right, Kim, thank you. It is 5:55, and a 9-year-old Pee Wee football player, Pee Wee, has been kicked off the team after shouting a racial slur during a game in Massachusetts. So the child yelled the slur at another player who called out to referees about an illegal tackle. Officials and parents heard the slur distinctly, and the game was immediately called. The mother of the child says that her son has never experienced that kind of verbal abuse before. The team has sent an apology letter to the entire league and has kicked the child out of the league for the remainder of this season and the next.
Some health matters to consider before sending your kids out trick-or-treating this Halloween. There's a new study that shows childhood peanut allergies have increased 21% since 2010. Nearly 2.5% of all kids in the U.S. may have an allergy to peanuts, and African-American children had nearly double the risk of a nut allergy than white children. New guidelines suggest giving infants trace amounts of peanuts to help prevent the allergy, but many doctors don't follow them, and you should consult your doctor, of course, about that first. Nearly half do not prefer high-risk children like those with an egg allergy or severe eczema for peanut allergy testing. Surveys of nearly 80 pediatricians show only 11% regularly discuss this topic with parents.
So they're calling it a Halloween display gone too far. That's what many people are saying about this home in Cortland Manor, New York.
Yes, so take a look at it. This homeowner created a President Trump crime scene display in his yard. There's a gravestone with the president's name on it, along with some choice words. Also something that resembles a body wrapped in a trash bag. Neighbors are upset and want the display taken down.
Halloween is supposed to be fun, not about trying to kill the President of the United States.
Well, the homeowner has promised to remove it, but at last check, it was still up.
Yeah, you don't want your kids to see that.
Yeah, it's a little scary. It's 5:57, everybody. Coming up all new at 6 o'clock, local stories for you from Highland Park, Harper Woods, and Detroit.
Plus, man's best friend may also be your child's best friend when it comes to their health. The conditions dogs are said to help.
Also, Amazon is one step closer to selling prescriptions and medications right here in Michigan. We'll explain all that when Local 4 News Today continues in just 1 minute. Keep it here.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6 starts now.
A gunman is on the run this morning after a 15-year-old is left fighting for his life. Now investigators are trying to figure out if that child was a target.
But first, a Harperwood student is facing terror charges. We'll tell you what he's accused of.
And we had a little bit of a reprieve from the rain, and at least it isn't snow like up in the UP. We do have a little rain on the way, though, to kick off this pre-Halloween weekend. Friday night football might get a little messy tonight.
Listen, say it again, at least it ain't snow.
Exactly,
right?
Yes. Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. We finally made it to the end of the work week.
A lot of people right now are sliding into my DM saying happy Saturday Eve. That is taking it a bit too far.
It is.
Okay.
The buildup is up till Friday, and then
There
we
you go.
cut that out until next week.
Yeah, so I will not be replying to any of you. I'm just saying. We do start your Friday out, though, with a couple of school closings. Eaton Academy in Birmingham and George Washington Carver Academy in Highland Park are both closed for the day today, starting the weekend a little early for some of those students.
And if you need to get out the door right now, Paul Gross in for Brandon with a look at our forecast, and he's saying it's not as cold as yesterday, so we should be happy, huh, Paul?
Oh my gosh, it is much warmer than yesterday. Yesterday at this time, it was mid-20s to low 30s. Look at this. We are 20 degrees warmer, 25 degrees warmer in some locations than we were yesterday at this time. 48 in Detroit, 51 right now at Metro, 53 in Grosse Ile, and even up in the Thumb, you're starting off in the mid-40s. And there is even more warm air down to the south. So we have a cold front to the west. That's going to, ahead of it, push more of this warm air up this way. So a milder day today, the warmest day of the next 7, in fact. So we're starting off again, upper 40s to low 50s, kind of as an average across the area. Already pushing 60 by noon, but the clouds increasing, rain by mid to late afternoon. 60 the high on the east side, a little cooler on the west side. And again, Friday football frenzy and all those games this evening. Better dress for rain. Look at that. Temps only in low to mid 50s, and rain will be increasing, Kim. Oh, I almost forgot. 4-zone forecast. We have that for you on clickondetroit.com. Go to the weather page, click on the 4-zone tab. I've put today's highs on there. You'll see the differences as you head west with that increasing clouds and rain. Kim?
Boy, what a difference a week make, because this day last week, I think it was about 20 degrees warmer.
And gorgeous.
We were gearing up for like the best weekend of the fall.
Right.
Meanwhile,
it was a good one.
Somebody went on a hayride down what highway?
I-75. We were talking about, troubles on the roads when we've got, water, snow. Well, how about hay? Yes, it's actually happening over on I-75, the southbound lanes of 75 right at Crooks there. That is covered with hay right now. They said bales of hay fell on the road, so that is all blocked by that. It's not officially closed, but definitely seeing some slowdowns in that area. So in the meantime, if you are traveling through the Troy area on southbound I-75, you're going to want to exit at Square Lake and take that to Woodward to get around this. I'll, of course, keep you updated on this 75 problem, the hay problem we'll call it, and bring you an update in my next report. Back to you.
Alrighty, Kim. Hopefully they'll get all that cleaned up. It is 6:02. Let's get to breaking news that we're following from Detroit's east side now, where 2 women were shot overnight outside of Charlie's Bar on Mack Avenue. Police say the husband of one of those women showed up and there was some sort of altercation, and that's when the women were both shot. Police are now searching for one of those women's husband. And now we want to get to a developing story that we're following from southwest Detroit, where another shooting happened. A 15-year-old boy, in fact, was shot in the chest.
Yes, and now police are investigating to try and figure out, was this boy the target? Nick Monticelli joins us now live following the investigation, and also how this teen is doing. A gunshot wound to the chest, Nick. How is he expected to survive?
Most importantly, he is still in critical condition after going through a surgery late last night. They say he is stabilized, not stable, still in critical condition. All of this happening yesterday night. Take a look at this video around 9:15 in the 1500 block of Sharon, which is pretty close to I-75 and Springwells. When police got there, as you mentioned, they found this 15-year-old shot in the chest. He was just walking out of the house when he got shot. We do not know much about a motive, though, although police did say there may be a narcotics connection. What we do know, though, is that when police got there, the 15-year-old was not doing well at all. So instead of waiting for an ambulance, they put him in the back of their police car and took him to Children's Hospital as fast as they could.
So they did a great job. They conveyed the youth themselves administering first aid en route. They made it to a local hospital. The child underwent emergency treatment and surgery right now. He is in critical condition but stabilized.
Again, stabilized is that key word there. Now, the investigators are telling us that they really don't know who the suspects are, where the shots were fired from. They have very little to go on right now. So if you were in that area, again, the 1500 block of Sharon, and saw something that might help investigators, please call DPD at the 4th Precinct. We're live this morning. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News Today.
Hopefully somebody will come forward with information. Nick, thank you.
Meanwhile, it is 6:04, and today a 14-year-old student at Harper Woods High School is set to appear in court. Police say that the teen was arrested after he made threats on Tuesday about shooting students at the school. However, he was not arrested until Thursday. That has left some parents concerned, but they say terrorism charges may be too harsh for this child.
Let's get out to the reason why he did that gesture, or why they have a beef, or what's the problem. Yeah. Don't just instantly try to throw a young man in jail for a crime he really haven't committed yet.
Investigators believe that the students are safe and that there is no danger at this time. The school board has declined to comment. The bomb squad in Highland Park removed a possible explosive device from the back of a police car. A homeowner said that they found this device on Thursday evening, immediately calling police. A responding officer picked it up, put it in the back of the squad car, and drove it to the police station. That's when the ATF and bomb squad responded.
This morning, a boil water advisory is still in effect for many communities in Oakland County after crews found a leak during water pressure testing on Thursday. Now, crews have since repaired that leak, but the testing is now expected to continue throughout the weekend. Thursday, the alert was lifted for Rochester Hills and Oakland Township, and the hope is that all boil water alerts will be lifted by Sunday. They were hoping to have had it done by today.
Yes, we were.
Yes, a lot of people were. Michigan drivers now could get some relief from those sky-high auto insurance rates. In Lansing now, a House panel moved forward on a plan to reduce premiums. The bill would require lower rates for all drivers while making it optional to buy unlimited medical benefits. Insurers oppose the rollbacks, and health providers want to keep the mandatory unlimited medical benefits. It is 6:06 now on your Friday morning, and Jason is here in studio with us this morning. So let's check on what he's working on.
All right. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning to you. This morning, new insight into the assassination of JFK. But President Trump, did he make good on his promise to deliver all of the classified files? And what is he saying? What the White House is saying this morning. Coming up, Rhonda.
Exercise, it's Fitness Friday, and combining exercise with self-defense and this kind of stuff you see in the movies as well. We're doing Kung Fu fighting. That's next on Fitness Friday. We're back at Detroit Kung Fu Academy for Fitness Friday, right in the heart of Eastern Market, where they teach traditional Chinese martial arts, but for self-defense.
It's always been for self-defense. That's what the system was developed for.
Let's talk about what Eli's doing here.
He's hardening his arms and developing good fighting reflexes by working with what we call the Mukyong Jong, which is just a wooden training dummy.
Okay, and then how would I use that in real life?
Well, we started with the chain punching, right? Bring the fists. So once your chain punching is developed, then you can work on a more advanced simultaneous strike and block. So if I bring a punch, you block and strike at the same time, and we can work on that with repetitive drilling.
And I can assume I know why it's important to be able to block and strike at the same time.
Yes, got to be able to defend yourself. You've got to be able to hit somebody too.
All right, well, this is Owen here at Detroit Kung Fu Academy. You're getting ready to karate chop me again. I was ready. If you want to give this a try, we have their fall special on our website. Just search Fitness Friday at clickondetroit.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It is 6:11, and this morning, some of the documents that were supposed to be released are still sealed.
Yes, they are. After a more than 12-hour delay yesterday, some details surrounding President JFK's assassination will remain secret, at least for now. We'll send it over to you, Jason, for a look at why, as well as the new information that we've learned. Good morning.
Good morning. It's enough to keep the conspiracy theories alive. Following a promise to release the remaining 3,100 classified documents, the public is only actually seeing 2,800 of them. This is after President Trump was urged to accept last-minute redactions from the intelligence and law enforcement agencies. And though he agreed, he also gave them 5 months to conduct a secondary review of the sealed information. And if they can't prove it necessary, the files need to remain classified, well, then they will be released to the public. Now, late last night, the White House issued a statement saying the president, quote, was unhappy with the level of redactions and has demanded unprecedented transparency from the agencies and directed them to minimize redactions without delay. As for the files that were made public, we did find some intriguing details from the investigation. The first we want to share with you says Lee Harvey Oswald, who is said to have acted alone, actually met with a Russian KGB agent in Mexico City 2 months before JFK was killed. Another memo says a UK reporter was tipped about the assassination 25 minutes before it happened. He claims he received a call telling him to contact the U.S. Embassy for some quote-unquote big news coming out of the States. We'll talk about adding fuel to the conspiracy theory fire. Now, as for the rest of the files, we should know, or at least we should have it known by April, as to whether they will be released. Now, yesterday we were talking about at the desk the likelihood that the stuff that was redacted is probably embarrassing to law enforcement at the CIA and FBI levels. So let's go back to you guys.
We said no bombshells, but that was pretty interesting. Some of the findings.
Stuff came out of that.
Yes. Meanwhile, this time yesterday, folks were preparing to get out into their cars, and for those who parked outside, they were not happy with having to dig up the
ice scraper
the ice scraper and get the frost off the windshield. So we get relief from that today, Paul.
51.
Yes.
Morning out.
No ice scraper. We're not even close to freezing. Look at these numbers compared to yesterday. Some places are 20 to 25 degrees warmer. 51 at Metro, 48 in Howell, 44 in Lapeer, and 51 right now over in Monroe. And we have a big storm out back to the northwest here, and on the colder side, it's now cold enough for snow, and they're getting some pretty good snow there. But for us, we're just watching. There's actually a cold front here, but there's not much going on with it yet because it doesn't have enough moisture to generate much rain yet. And that's going to change as we move through the day. So watch what happens. As the front gradually moves eastward, you start to see that moisture start to be pulled northward. And as the front approaches our area, that rain will come in. It's going to increase by mid to late afternoon. Those of you to the east will get it last. And then it's going to rain most of the night. And then it should end by first thing tomorrow morning. We have a little slot of dry air behind it, so we might even become partly cloudy for a while, but then maybe cloud up again late in the afternoon. And then as we get into the day on Sunday, lots of clouds. We could start with a bit of sun, and then things just kind of gradually move eastward. We're kind of in this area between systems with not a whole lot going on Sunday. So for today, we become cloudy. We'll have a little maybe hazy sunshine, filtered sunshine to start. Those of us in the eastern side of the area, probably around 60 for a high. Now to the west, where you get the clouds and rain first, it's going to be a little cooler. But this is our mildest day of the next week, so just keep that in mind. If you don't like being out in chilly weather, well, maybe today's the day you get some gas for the car and things like that, where you don't want to stand outside when it gets colder in a few days, like tomorrow. High temperature 48 degrees, and that's in the city. Some areas will only make it to the mid-40s, but should be a dry day for homecoming at U of M. And then Sunday night football, no issues on Sunday. Getting to your Sunday night football party, celebrating with all of us here at Local 4. It's like one big party. So 48, and notice we keep the 48 all the way into the middle of next week. Now let's talk about Halloween for the kids. We'll bring in our friend Frank here, and you can see for the kids, I'll tell you, it's going to be, for the prime trick-or-treating time, it's going to be in the mid-40s and breezy, so some layers under the costumes are probably going to be needed. And so we're having fun with Frankie here, but Monday, we might have to bring back the dancing mummy on Monday. So I'll consult with the committee, that's Kim and me, and we'll talk about that on Monday. But all right, time for our weather window this morning. And look, my buddy Bernie Zettner, oh man, Bernie and I have fought a lot of storm team battles out there together over the years. Nice shot of the leaves there, and as I told you like a month ago, that drought really has cut into our fall colors, guys. I mean, it's, Kim, it's just not been a great fall color season for us down here because the trees were stressed and the leaves were, some cases, curling up and just falling before they changed.
That's true, but I've seen some pretty ones out there.
I've seen some. There's some.
Yeah, definitely. All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. We do want to let you know about this situation over in Troy that is causing some big slowdowns on southbound I-75 right at Crooks. That is where there are bales of hay on the freeway. I do want to show you a closer look of what this looks like right now with our 1-800-CALL-SAM-CHOPPER shot. Take a look at all of that hay there. Now, before all lanes were blocked, now you can see that 2 lanes are getting by, but there's still all that hay on the freeway. So, of course, they're going to have to clean that up. We'll keep you updated on how that's going to happen, but again, expect some slowdowns if you do travel this way. If you do want to avoid this and not drive over the hay, what you can do is exit at Square Lake and use Woodward instead. And then I also want to let you know about an accident over in Sterling Heights. Let's take a look at our maps here. We have this accident on southbound Van Dyke, just past 17 Mile here. The right lane is blocked, so if this is part of your commute, maybe give yourself about 5 extra minutes for your commute this morning. Back to you.
I told you all we need is a horse and a cow, and that mess will be cleaned right up. Kim, thank you. It is 6:17 now. Let's get into today's consumer headlines. Have you ever heard of a burrito with Pop Rocks? Well, Taco Bell is bringing one of its new strange concoctions a little closer to Michigan. Plus, Amazon is a step closer to delivering prescriptions here in Michigan as well. But first, we're talking about CVS looking to buy a major health insurance company. Maribel Aber joining us live from NASDAQ. Let's start with there. Which company are we talking about?
Hey, good morning, Everett. Well, CVS wants to buy Aetna. The drugstore chain has made a more than $66 billion bid for the insurer. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. And the move is an effort by CVS to sort of fortify itself against possible competition from Amazon. Buying Aetna would let CVS lock in customers for its drugstores and then members for its pharmacy benefit management business. And the Journal says the CEOs of the companies have actually met multiple times over the last 6 months to discuss a deal. And Amazon has moved a step closer into getting into the pharmacy business. See, the St. Louis Post-Dispatch reports that the online giant has been approved for wholesale pharmacy licenses in several states. 12 states in all have okayed the licenses, including Michigan, Nevada, and New Jersey. But it's unclear as to whether Amazon would partner with an existing delivery business to build its own operation. Taco Bell's Spicy Pop Rocks Burrito is being tested in Ohio. It's on the menu as the Firehouse Burrito, but comes with a side of spicy Pop Rocks candy. You sprinkle the candy onto the burrito to get the popping effect. You can sample the Firehouse Burrito at Taco Bell locations in Toledo. Everett, candy with your burrito. I feel like when you're a parent, you're like, put those Pop Rocks away. But I don't know, maybe it would be cool.
Let alone now spicy Pop Rocks in your burrito. There's a lot of jokes going around in this brain. Maribel, I'm just going to leave them here. I'm going to leave them here. Read my mind, though. All right, everybody. Thank you, Maribel. Have a great weekend. 6:19 is your time now.
That is just so strange.
Yeah, strange is one way to describe it.
All right, it's 6:19, and it looks like some habits haven't changed. That includes the on-the-field attitude of former Lion Ndamukong Suh, what he did to get in trouble last night in Thursday Night Football. You probably saw it if you watched. Plus, thinking of getting pregnant, why you might want to get a dog first.
And before we go to break, let's introduce you to today's Facebook friend for the day. This is David Falk. He is from Port Huron. He is a retired corrections deputy from St. Clair County. So don't mess with him. He enjoys riding his Harley, old cars, and cooking out.
Oh, I bet he's the nicest guy in the world. We're going to mail you a gift card from Happy's Pizza just for being our friend of the day, David. So congratulations to you. And to everybody else, make sure that you like the Local 4 Facebook page. If you already have, make sure you click on the Friend of the Day tab. That's the best way to become our next Friend of the Day. And make sure you watch every morning to see your picture. We're back in a moment.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's time for Good Health, and we've got some good news for dog owners who are expecting or maybe are planning to have children. There's new research that shows babies born to mothers who had a dog during their pregnancy had a lower risk of eczema until age 10. But dogs had 2 different effects on children with asthma. Contact with the bacteria dogs carry protects against asthma, but the actual protein that causes dog allergies made asthma symptoms worse. Paul, over to you.
Alrighty, Everett, we're off to a dry start. We'll have a little hazy sunshine to start, but the clouds will quickly thicken during the day. Starting off right now in the upper 40s to near 50. We'll have a high near 60, especially on the east side, a little cooler to the west, and temperatures dropping into the low to mid 50s this evening. Rain moving in mid to late afternoon, continuing into our evening. Kim?
All right, we'll watch that for your evening commute, but right now this is affecting your morning commute. Southbound I-75 right at Crooks. Right lane is blocked because there is hay covering the freeway there, so 2 lanes still able to get by, but in the meantime, if you want to get around this, you can exit at Square Lake and use Woodward instead.
There must be a lot of hay. It's been on the freeway all morning.
I know.
Turning our attention to sports this morning, and the Red Wings, man, do they need to find a way to win. They continue their road trip in Tampa Bay and hope to snap this losing streak they're under right now, 6 in a row. And even though the Wings pulled within 1 goal, they just could not tie things up last night. They fall to the Lightning 3-2 and have lost now 6 games in a row. Meanwhile, remember Lion defensive star Ndamukong Suh? Well, he is a Miami Dolphin now, and it still appears that he's stuck in some of his old ways. Take a look at what happened. This is all during Thursday night's game. It was Thursday night football in front of the national audience, and he appeared to choke the Ravens' backup quarterback, Ryan Mallett, and pushes him during the 4th quarter. Now, Suh was assessed an unnecessary roughness penalty. The Dolphins did go on to lose this one. Probably a lot of frustration on that team because they lost 40-0 to the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, a reminder, the Lions are in action in Sunday night football right here on Local 4, taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. You can watch it here. The Lions are looking to come off of a 2-game losing skid, so this is a big game for us. We need the win. The game is set for 8:30 tonight at Ford Field. Our coverage here on Local 4 gets underway with Bernie Smilovitz live at Ford Field at 6 o'clock. Can't wait for that game, Evrod.
Yeah, go Lions. It is 6:25. And coming up next at 6:30, local stories for you from West Bloomfield, Canton, and Detroit. Plus, police need your help. They need your help to find this brazen bicycle thief. Plus, on the lam, what a group of animals did to some Halloween decorations after their great escape. That's coming up next in today's top video when we come back in 1 minute.
Lula Rich.
All right, so welcome back, everybody. It's time for today's top video. An Atlanta area neighborhood got an amusing surprise. Yeah, the writers had me say that.
Well, take a look. Cell phone video shows several farm animals just taking a walk, strolling the streets. Nothing to see here. Nibbling on families' hedges, munching on Halloween decorations. The group included a cow, several goats, a donkey, a pig, who seemed to be content moseying around, as you see there. Can you imagine looking out of your window and seeing this? Police say that the animals escaped from a 10-acre lot behind the neighborhood and that they are all back at the barnyard now after a nice stroll through the neighborhood.
These farm animals need to take a stroll down I-75 and go to work.
Yes, there's some hay up there.
There's a lot of food there that they'd be enjoying munching on. Leave the Halloween decorations alone.
We're back in a minute, everybody.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
Suspected serial killer caught on camera. There are new developments this morning in a case that has an entire community in Florida living in fear.
And here at home, on guard after the water emergency is over this morning, what Oakland County communities need you to know about the water once it's flowing again, but still under that boil water advisory right now. Paul?
Well, temperatures right now are 20 to 25 degrees warmer than they were yesterday at this time. It's a dry start to the day, even though it's milder, and we have rain on the way. Well, timetable for you just ahead.
Oh, we forgot to tell Paul that's when he's supposed to do the major telestration project that Brandon does every morning.
Apparently, Paul missed our meeting, but yes.
I don't think we told him.
Yeah.
Which is, that's our fault.
We apologize, everybody.
We know you look forward to that every morning like we do.
We didn't even get a line, not even a drawing, nothing. But let's let him redeem himself. Here, ladies and gentlemen, meteorologist Paul Gross with the telestrator. Take it away.
Go, Paul.
I didn't think I had to do it then, but we're going to do it now. I mean, take a look at the temperature. Look at this. Metro 50. Well, see, I can.
There we go.
51 degrees at Metro. How about Hull at 48? To see the multi-talented Paul Gross. So we have temperatures that are in the upper 40s, largely to low 50s across the area. Now we're going to do the real telestrating because look at what's going on. There is a big storm system back here to the west. So that's our L for low pressure. And we've got a cold front that's sweeping down like that. I'll even draw the little things on it there. So we have a cold front and we have moisture coming up from the south. And so during the course of the day, you notice there's no rain with this thing right now, but during the course of the day, moisture will come up with the front. I don't draw like smiley faces like Brandon. He's much more creative than me. But we're going to see rain develop along with that front during the course of the day. So we're dry now. If you're going out to lunch today, good day to do it. It'll be our mildest day of the next week. And we're going to see highs probably around 60 degrees or so. And then And then we're going to see things start to drop off with the rain moving in mid to late afternoon, and it's not looking great for the Friday football games. It looks like dress for rain, and look at this, temps in the low to mid 50s, guys. So it's going to be a wet one and a cool one at the games.
Yeah,
definitely.
Well, just remember how nice it was last Friday.
Oh, yes.
It is almost November, so.
Very true. We are a week away.
Yes, that's right.
Good point.
Meanwhile,
if I could illustrate right now, I would draw a horse that could eat the hay that is causing all sorts of problems on I-75.
Is Chopper up yet? Because I want to see it.
I do too.
We had it, Chopper over earlier.
We did see it. But do you remember, it was several years ago, I want to say, we had cows just running loose? Remember this? Or was it pigs? It was some sort of animal, but anyway, it would have helped in this situation.
Definitely. I don't think I was here at that time. I don't know. All right, well, let's take a look at our maps here. Let's talk about that situation over in Troy that is affecting southbound I-75 right at Crooks. The right lane is blocked. Earlier, all the lanes were blocked with hay. You know, it is hayride season, so maybe some situation happened there. But as you can see from our maps here, we do have some serious slowdowns in that area. So if you do travel over on southbound I-75 and you want to avoid this, what you can do is exit at Square Lake and use Woodward instead. But again, still cars are able to get by. They're just driving over some hay, so be careful of that in that area. We also have another accident to let you know about over in Sterling Heights, the southbound lanes of Van Dyke, just past 17 Mile there. There is a right lane blocked, and we're seeing some delays there too, so give yourself some extra time. Now let's take a look at our roads with our 1-800 Call Sam Chopper shot. This is I-696 right at I-94. Conditions looking good in this area. Visibility great as well, and no problems in this area right now. Back to you.
All righty, Kim, thank you. To 6:33 now. And repairs might be done for that pipe, but there is still a wait for some of the Oakland County communities to get all of their water being able to be usable again.
Yes, the water testing continues, and it looks like the boil water advisory is going to last through the weekend. Nick Monticelli has been covering this story for us all week long. What's next, Nick?
What's next is a whole lot of work for everyone who lives in Oakland County. Take a look. Here is the hole. The main pipe that busted is now underneath some fresh concrete that they put on top of there. But for those of you who are going through this, the work is just about to begin. The good news is there is progress being made along 14 Mile Road. The bad news, it's coming a little later than everyone wanted. Concrete is now poured on top of the water main, but not until a leak had to be repaired, which is why water will not be safe until at least Sunday. The boil water advisory, though, has been lifted in Rochester Hills and Oakland Township, but there are still 9 other communities, roughly 275,000 people still dealing with this. But when the advisory does get lifted, there is still a lot of work to do for you at home, because everything that uses water needs to be cleaned and flushed out. Oakland County leaders say first, flush the lines by running cold water first for at least 5 minutes. Also, take the aerator out of every faucet and clean it. Hot water tanks need to be drained by running all faucets until the water turns cold. This will take on average between 15 and 30 minutes depending on the size of your hot water tank. Also, replace all filters in refrigerators, faucets, pitchers, and more. They're not designed to remove the bacteria that may have existed. Finally, check all of your appliances. For instance, run your dishwasher once on the hottest setting you can. Flush your refrigerator lines by running at least a quart of water. And if you have ice makers, throw away that ice, make 3 new batches, and toss those batches as well. And I know that was a whole lot of information to take in early in the morning as you're getting the kids ready for school or getting off to work. So all of it is on our website at clickondetroit.com, including more information about other devices you may not think about, humidifiers and medical devices. The list continues ever on. Rhonda, it is a lot for people to be going through this, and now there's a lot of work ahead of them that I think many people didn't even think about.
Right.
But I'm one of the people affected, and I didn't know all that. So I'll be going to clickondetroit.com to look at the list. Of course, the impacts aren't just from the water, but all that construction is happening where people live, so they're listening to that all night long. As far as this weekend might be the time when this finally ends, maybe on Sunday, any chances it could take into next week, or do they really think Sunday's the day?
Well, they originally thought today would be the day. Then the pipe wasn't holding pressure. There was a leak. So now it's Sunday. And now they're going through the water testing process. If the water is clear and good to drink, it will stay Sunday. But there is that potential that there could be more bacteria or something else they find in the water. So I don't want to say it's 100%. I'm going to give it a 90% that it will be back on Sunday.
All right. Well, our fingers are crossed, and we'll
and our
certainly
toes.
Be prepared, though, if it takes any longer. We know they're doing the best they can. All right, Nick,
Yep.
thank you. Turning now to some stories that are making headlines across Metro Detroit this morning.
Stories from West Bloomfield and Westland, but we do want to start in Canton, and that is where police are asking for your help. They need help identifying these 3 people that were seen on camera. It looks like 4 people, though, seen near the crossing at Canton apartment complex, because police believe that these men are behind the Midday shooting on Tuesday that forced the complex to go on lockdown and the school districts nearby to have to take necessary precautions. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and neighbors who heard the shot say that it's nothing new at that complex, and it seems to attract these type of problems.
Bah, 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 bah. It was rapid fire.
That, like just like that?
Oh yeah, just like that. Da, 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 da. Theft has been increased here in our subdivision. People are or garages are being broken into on a nightly, daily basis. This is not something that had happened 5 years ago. This has happened over the last year and a half, 2 years.
And again, police are looking for 3 people. In the photo that we previously showed you, 1 person was seen in both photos. Anyone with information, if you recognize these guys, please contact police.
Hopefully they can track them down. Meanwhile, the Bloomfield man who killed a woman with his sports car fought back tears as he addressed the victim's family during his sentencing. 43-year-old Gregory Belkin was super drunk and speeding in his Maserati along Square Lake Road in Bloomfield Hills when he rear-ended Rhonda Williams' Subaru in Bloomfield Township back in January of this year. He was emotional when asked to speak at his sentencing.
There are words. It's not who I am. I'm so sorry. Your Honor, I'm so sorry. And I hope that one day, when I am allowed out, that I may still be a positive impact to my children and the lives of people around me in my community. I'm just very sorry.
Our hearts certainly go out to Rhonda Williams and her family who suffered this loss. Belkin pleaded no contest to murder. He was driving more than 134 miles per hour along Square Lake Road an hour. This is when he crashed, also said to be using his cell phone. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison.
And at Westland now, new home surveillance video captures a man sneaking onto someone's property to steal a bicycle. You're looking at video that shows the man. He's wearing a Lions hoodie, and he's in the driveway of a home on Avondale. This was around 4 in the morning. He's sneaking off there. You can see him grab that bike. He's walking by the boat before he eventually takes off.
It's a pretty clear surveillance video there. Hopefully they can track him down. The women's convention gets underway today right here in downtown Detroit at Cobo Center. Thousands of women are expected to attend the weekend-long event. Attendees will be able to participate in workshops and strategy sessions led by prominent women. The keynote speaker will be U.S. Representative Maxine Waters. Also, Rose McGowan will be a featured speaker at the convention to open up the convention today. She helped expose the sexual assault allegations against movie mogul Harvey Weinstein. It is 6:39 here on your Friday morning, and let's send things over to Jason, see what he's working on.
Good morning. If a city in the U.S. needed a win, that would be Houston. Still recovering from Hurricane Harvey, the city is set to host 3 games of the Fall Classic. Coming up, how the World Series is playing into the recovery. Everard?
But first, there is this new social media trend that is kind of alarming. It even has Michigan State Police warning parents. So we'll tell you what you need to look out for.
Yes, also, it's playoff time in high school football. So here's a look today. Our 4 Frenzy game of the week is Wyandotte Roosevelt. They will look to remain undefeated and punch its ticket into the district final. It's going to be playing host to Bedford High School. Good luck to both teams. Kickoff set for 7 p.m.
Welcome back, everyone. This morning, we're getting a look at new video of an alleged serial killer who is still on the loose in Tampa, Florida. Investigators are hoping that this video of the alleged suspect running away from the first of 3 crime scenes will help them break this case wide open. The interim police chief says that another video shows the flip of a phone, which might be a possible signature move that the public could possibly recognize. So far, police have received very few leads in this case.
In Southern California, police have arrested a man after he was caught trying to drive his car through a line of protesters. This is video shot on Thursday, and you can see protesters swarm all around this car. 56-year-old Daniel Wenzak lays on the horn as he appears to move through the crowd. Police say that no one was seriously injured. Wenzak was released as the investigation continues.
There is another social media challenge that's catching on with kids, and this one could get them into some big trouble with police. It's called the 48-Hour Challenge, and the game encourages teens to purposely disappear for 2 days. The teens hide from their parents for as long as possible to gain likes, comments, and even shares on social media. Michigan State Police say that kids who play this game, resulting in a waste of police resources, could see time in a juvenile facility. So parents, you definitely want to talk to your kids about this one and make sure that they're not involved. It is 6:44, 6:45 now, and of course we are talking about the forecast as we head into the weekend.
Yes, and some good news. It's not as cold as it was this time yesterday morning, Paul.
Absolutely. Look at this. Temps right now, mid-40s to low 50s across the area. Just a light breeze generally from the southeast, so we're in much better shape than we were yesterday at this time. And we're dry. We're going to have some hazy or fuzzy sunshine to start the day, but clouds will thicken. Nothing going on rain-wise yet, but we do have a cold front back to the west, and moisture will increase along that front through the day, and that will increase our rain chances. So we'll time it all out for you. A dry start, and it'll be a dry lunch hour. In fact, this is the mildest day of the next 7. So if you have a chance, get out to lunch today if you're going to be at least have the opportunity to do that at work. Now notice the rain will be gradually increasing by late afternoon. Not everybody getting it yet, but this evening it continues increasing, so not good right now for Friday night football. And then looks like some soaking rains, especially in the eastern part of the area overnight. So that'll be where the heaviest rain is, ending by first thing tomorrow morning, maybe even becoming partly cloudy for a while tomorrow. And there's just a small chance that a couple of lake effect showers could affect our north zone during the late afternoon period tomorrow. But 60 for the high today, a little cooler to the west where the clouds and rain come in first. And again, the rain develops mid to late afternoon. So from 60 today to 48 or so for a high all the way into the middle of next week with lows in the low to mid 30s. And we're dry Saturday, we're dry Sunday. Sunday night football, no problems there, but let's just fast forward right to Halloween for the kids because we got Frank in here, and the kids, it's going to be mid-40s and breezy. So the kids with the costumes, you'll need to put on a few layers underneath those costumes. It is going to be a chilly one, Kim. Now, before we get to you, I have to show you this. I got to spend some time at Auburn Elementary, that's in the Avondale School District, on Tuesday, and we had a great time talking with the third graders about weather, especially severe weather and dangerous weather. We talked about lightning and tornadoes and hurricane. So thanks again to Miss Oberman for inviting me out there. You kids were just great.
Aw, cuteness.
Yeah.
Love it. All right, well, we've got some issues over on southbound I-75. If you travel through the Troy area, this will definitely affect you. We have hay on the road right now at Crooks, so the right lane is currently blocked. And as you can see from the orange on our map here, it's pretty slow in that area. So if you want to avoid this hay mess we have over on southbound I-75, what you can do is exit at Square Lake and use Woodward instead to get around this one. And then we also want to let you know about another problem on northbound I-75. This is just past Baldwin Road here. We have an accident that is blocking the right shoulder there. Car's still able to get by. We're not seeing any delays over here, but just something to be cautious of while traveling this way. Now let's take a live check at our roads with our 1-800-CALL-SAM-CHOPPER shot. If you're headed downtown, this is a look at your commute over on I-94 right at I-75. Traffic volume starting to build, but we are good to go in this area. Back to you.
It is game day in Houston after splitting the first two in Los Angeles. The World Series between the Dodgers and the Astros shifting to a city swept up in the excitement of a championship chase while still sweeping up and clearing away debris from Hurricane Harvey. Jay Gray is live this morning inside Minute Maid Park. And Jay, so much. I mean, I think the sentimental favorite, the Astros, everybody's pulling for them. Houston strong. What's the feeling like there?
Yeah, a lot of excitement, Jason, and you're absolutely right. I think every year there's a favorite team that the rest of the country cheers for, and it's got to be the Astros at this point with what they've gone through here in Houston. Field's ready. Stadium's ready as well. Tens of thousands will be here a bit later in the day cheering on their Astros. Many of those, though, with still no permanent place to call home at this point. It's something that this city realizes, that the players realize as well, and they've talked openly about the fact that they're playing not only for a trophy or a banner, but they're playing for this city, and that they want to bring a little bit of pride back to Houston. There is a pride. When you talk to people who are still cleaning up, they say it's a very welcome diversion and something that gives them a little boost as they continue to try and recover here, Jason. It's quite a story.
There are so many stories to tell. I was reading about a family that they have tickets to the World Series, and they're auctioning off, raffling off those tickets in order to raise money to help their grandparents rebuild.
Yeah, it's crazy what you hear when it comes to those types of stories. And I guess it's kind of fitting. You know, the Astros won Game 2 of the series with a dramatic comeback, which is exactly what's going on in this city right now. It will provide a huge economic boost. You talk about the money involved here. The 3 games this weekend will bring in about $20 to $30 million in revenue for the city. A drop in the bucket when you consider it's trillions of dollars it's going to cost to rebuild and reclaim everything that was lost during Harvey. But it's something they desperately need, Jason, and a lot of people very excited about the game tonight here.
Excellent. Jay, thank you so much for the time.
Thanks.
I know that there's a guy that's wearing a Houston Astros jersey that he was given, and his house is down to the studs.
Aww.
He's living in a house down to the studs, and whenever the game comes on, he stops working and watches the Astros. So
it gives a lot of joy to an area that has just had it really, really rough. So good luck to Justin Verlander's Astros.
I heard somebody call them the Verlanders instead of the Astros.
Yeah, I think Brandon does that.
Yeah,
he calls them the Houston Verlanders.
It is 6:50, everybody. We got your stories to watch for coming up next. Keep it here. You know, we didn't.
Skyforge.
Welcome back, everybody. We are continuing to follow breaking news from Detroit's east side, where 2 women were shot outside of Charlie's Bar on Mack Avenue. Police are still searching for one of the victims' husbands.
Police are investigating after a 15-year-old boy was shot in southwest Detroit. It happened last night on Sharon Street, just south of Verner Highway. No arrests have been made, and the teen is in the hospital recovering from surgery and listed in critical condition.
A 14-year-old student will be in court today to face terrorism charges. The Harper Woods High School student threatened to shoot another classmate on Tuesday. And crews found a leak during water pressure testing in Oakland County. Now, the leak has been repaired, but testing is now expected to continue through the weekend. On Thursday, the alert was lifted for Rochester Hills and Oakland Township, and the hope is that all boil water alerts will be lifted by Sunday. Now, let's head on into the newsroom and check in with Jason for a look at what's on clickondetroit.com today.
Stopping the opioid epidemic, what Walgreens is starting to sell in an effort to save lives. That's coming up on the news page on Click On. Plus the JFK files, thousands of documents released on the president's assassination. But do they uncover any answers or just create more questions? We have that on our homepage. Plus 1,000 Americans surveyed and reveal what they say defines success, and it has to do with a vacuum. Stay tuned, 9:15-ish on Facebook. Back to you guys.
All right, let's get you out the door for the bus stop forecast. Starting off in the upper 40s right now as an average temperature across the area. It's dry, clouds increasing, rain probably not arriving till after the afternoon bus stop. Looks like upper 50s to near 60 for a high, and then cooler as we head into the weekend. Kim?
All right, well, we still have that hay on southbound I-75 right at Crooks. That is blocking the right lane. Hey, you might want to avoid this exit at Square Lake and use Woodward instead.
All right, so Halloween is just 4 days away, and every year we dress up.
Yes, as a morning team. So as we sip on these new Starbucks zombie frappuccinos that are out, we do want to have a little flashback Friday and show you some of our costumes gone by.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Rod and Rhonda are breaking the news. Count on Kim to help with your commute. And Jason Carr keeps his bacon in bowls.
I know what it feels like to win. I am back, and I plan on winning again. Pick me.
I'm a 5-time Grammy Award-winning singer with style and a good eye for talent.
Rubaka. Nick Monosolo.
There's a serious spaceship backup right on Sky 94.
Aretha Franklin.
What you want, baby, I got it.
Stevie Wonder.
I can't believe what God has done.
Definitely some
cannot
of my
wait for
favorite.
Halloween.
Rhubarb was probably one of the best ever.
And Christina Aguilera.
Yes.
Brandon does a very good job.
Brandon's off today, but definitely nails it every Halloween.
Halloween, 6 a.m.
Zombie.
Yeah.
Zombie
Should we try these?
Go
ahead.
If you take a close look at it, can we get
Not
a
gonna
shot of
lie,
that?
I'm not loving this.
No?
No. I like a lot of things.
Paul and I have decided that just
They
based
don't even
on
want
looks
to try
alone, we can't taste it. Everett, are you
Interesting taste.
What is this?
I'm gonna do a full recap on my Instagram.
I would rather eat the
do it.
hay on I-75.
I'm sure somebody is gonna love it.
This is
Sorry.
Have a good day, everybody.